All right, we are back. I wanted to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. We got 3 tiers starting as low as 99 cents a month. So hit that join button somewhere down in here and check out the perks of each tier and join us. So, what's
Be
next?
one of us.
We're gonna go
One of
from
us.
one crazy news report to another. Um, we've heard this before. What if Vince McMahon, now that he's cut all ties with TKO and WWE, what if he goes off and starts his own wrestling company or entertainment company or whatever? Well, these reports came out again recently, and from what I gathered, it's my understanding all of this started with none other than Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson from 83 Weeks. On this certain episode recently, both Eric Bischoff and Conrad were reporting, well, not reporting, they're saying that they've been hearing rumblings that Vince McMahon has been in talks with Fox about starting a new company, and that's what started all this commotion. Vince McMahon is in talks with Fox, and people are assuming that Vince McMahon is going to start his new company. Then after that, shortly after that, it was reported again that that was actually not true. There was someone from the Athletics, Andrew Marchand, reached out to Fox directly, and they denied these claims that Vince McMahon it was in talks with Fox. That is not true. This is coming directly from Fox. So we're safe, y'all. I don't think we have to worry about Vince McMahon coming back into wrestling, but that would be pretty crazy if he did, don't you think?
I
You first.
I think that if any television network touches Vince McMahon with a 10-foot pole, the backlash is going to be fucking insane. I think I think it'll fail before it starts. I think it'll be an absolute bust. And I think the stock price of the network would drop as well. I can't see how that would be at all reasonable for a network to do. Now, if he starts his own Roku channel, fine. But Fox, no.
So the episode in question of 83 weeks, I listened to that. I, I listen to almost anything wrestling, so calm down, Darky Poo.
I don't care what you
What
listen
they I listen to Brian Cage promos and then do my promos, so it makes me feel better about myself.
to. Carry on.
So anyway, I listened to this particular episode. The one thing that they did not mention in this report is that it was all in a fucking joking manner. This wasn't a piece to be taken seriously. This was them fucking around, dicking around, what have you. So this kind of just goes towards people taking something that was said and taking it out of context. So that's all I
You
got to
think?
say on it.
Do you think Eric Bischoff
hold
and
on.
Conrad would do that just to get clicks and get their show out there, get people talking about it? Does it
They
work?
do it to get a rise out of people that don't normally listen to their shows, so they will go listen to their show. Just like for example, when Dark goes on his political rant, obviously, he leans a little to the left to center, where I just stay dead center. But there's a lot of people that will go listen to his rants just to argue with him. So it's a similar situation.
Well,
At least in
here's
my
the thing.
opinion.
I knew that the story had broken and the retraction or the re-reporting that it wasn't true. But I gave my argument based upon the hypothetical that he was trying to do it. So, given that, Draven, what would your opinion be if he was trying to resurrect a wrestling company on a big network?
So taking everything from 83 weeks out of context and taking this as like a legitimate thing.
Sure.
Maybe if he went to Fox Sports 1 and went the old TNA route, maybe. But at this point, yeah, he could get something off the ground, but what talent is he going to fucking sign? Hulk Hogan?
Oh, you know there'd be indie guys that would come over, and I'm sure there's
That's the thing. You need big name talent for a big time show.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you're going to fucking flounder. So,
Agree.
in any case, even if he gets something off the ground, unless he's got names behind his brand, legitimate names, it may be like what was that show on MTV2 all those years ago? Wrestling Society X. You might get 4 or 5 episodes out of it, then it'll fucking flounder.
But what do you say to my point of the toxicity that would come with it for that any what do you believe any network would even bite at it?
No, because there's a stigma on him right now. Anybody that works with him or works for him is going to have that same stigma. So, for example, let's use Matt Cardona, just for an example. Matt Cardona signs with this Vince McMahon company, works a year, right? But in that year that he's working there, he can't work any independent shows because of his contracts fucking set up, right? So when he decides not to resign, because he has that stigma of working that brand, working with these people, his bookings are going to go down, his popularity is going to go down, his money's going to go down. And a lot of talent are going to look at it from that point of view, especially big name independent talents.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be able to sign a Ricky Autistic or some shit, but that's about as good as he's going to get.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'll leave it at this. At this point in his life, he just needs to enjoy the time he has left as far away from wrestling as possible, because the name Vince McMahon is a cancer to anybody that's attached to it.
Yes, indeed.
do you think like a smaller company like GCW or something would allow itself to be purchased?
GCW is the definition of a renegade wrestling company. They will spit in his face, shit on his forehead, and laugh at him.
Yeah.
Literally.
Or
No
any
metaphor.
other company like a indie company, kind of like not a known indie company like that.
Like
What's
MLW.
another one? Yeah, MLW.
MLW won't go anywhere near it because the base of that lawsuit was during the Vince McMahon era that they had to file.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Edgar? You can wrap up this segment.
I think if Vince McMahon really wanted to do it, I think he can find a way, especially with the amount of money he has. Like, I don't think it's going to be in a major network because they don't really need the money. But Vince McMahon can probably go to like,
with his
I don't
wife
know.
in the White House now, they could probably put it on C-SPAN at midnight.
Right.
Or like what's like one of those channels like over here it's the CW where they air NXT, like one of those smaller local channels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
No.
it's a local channel.
No,
but
it's not. That's like the smallest of the networks. So
Yeah.
they're still
Just like
a network.
Just like what WB was.
Yeah, the WB.
But I mean, the channels that carry wrestling now carry it for a reason. The ones that no longer carry it, it just wasn't viable for them. I mean, we've had companies, carry MLW, carry at one point Ring of Honor. We had them carry New Japan for a while, Lucha Underground, Triple Ace, MLL.
TNA has been to 3 or 4 different places.
Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4.
God damn
Are
it.
they still with Anthem?
Yes.
Okay, 6, yeah.
And even with all the hate and the toxicity that comes with that name Vince McMahon, I think people would still tune in, at least just to hate on it.
No,
I don't know.
no, because it'd be like Logan Paul heat at this point. It's fuck you heat. There's nothing good to come of him showing up on TV anywhere.
So you guys, it wouldn't interest you at all to see it, not even once.
I mean, we'd have to cover it because it's what we
It's
do.
wrestling.
But
No. But like just personally, not just because you have to, but like
no, I wouldn't watch
just
it
like
otherwise. I wouldn't. I
No, because we've seen the Vince McMahon format of television for fucking years. It's micromanaged down to the fucking dot in your eyes. That's not what wrestling's supposed to be.
yeah, he's proven that his last few years he was done. Like he just needed to just stop doing wrestling. I
Agreed.
think. Yeah,
Agree.
that's a good point.